Okay, so I'm doing the tutorial on how to join the two clematis together. The pattern is by Blue Canada, and I had no idea you guys were gonna like this, and I'm glad I had permission to do a tutorial and show you how I did it. So you need two outer panels, just like you making a regular clematis, and you also gonna need 4 lining pieces. And mine, it's already attached to the zipper just to make the video not so long. And for your joining piece, you're gonna use this as a template, and you're gonna just lay it down on the fabric or leather, whatever you're using, and you're just gonna trace and make your taping of this. And you're gonna need 2 pieces. And mine is already here, and you have to put them right sides together. And this circle that you see right here, that's pretty much what joins the bag. You're gonna draw a box around 6 by 2.5 inches, and I already made a template of this. How I made it round like this, I took a cap, I took a mason jar cap, and I just rounded the corners so it could look like kind of like a capsule. And you're just gonna lay it down right in the middle of your joining piece. And I measure it around from the top and bottom around 1 3/4 of an inch, and the size around 1.5. So that's kind of in the middle, I hope. So after you trace around your template, you're gonna sew this all around the line you just made. And since I can sew or cut straight, I also gonna make a line right around it, because we're gonna cut this piece. Whatever you sew, you're gonna leave around 3 or 4 millimeters, and you just gonna cut this out. So okay, so here I already have my joining piece sewed in, and I also cut it. And just be really careful to leave the space, like around 3 or 4 millimeters, and not to cut any of the stitches. I also have my other zipper installed in my other lining panel. And make sure you're installing the zippers, one closing to the right and the other one closing to the left, because I didn't do it on this bag. I made a few mistakes, and I think it looks better when both zippers are closing in the same direction. So we're gonna take the joining piece and we're gonna turn it inside out. It's a little complicated to work with this. Maybe if you're doing fabric, it's a little easier. You could just give it a press. But with vinyl leather, you just gotta play with it. I'm just gonna start clipping this so you could see it better. And also this clematis, it's a 80%, it's a smaller version. If you're gonna be making the clematis at 100%, to make the circle in the middle, this clip's so funny. Okay, to make the circle in the middle, you're gonna make your box 6.5 inches by 2 3/4. I did that for you guys not to go through the trouble I went, because I was playing with a ruler for a few minutes and trying to figure it out what will be the correct size for the 100% one. So there you have it. Okay, so this looks like this, and this piece is what it makes the magic and makes the bag join them. So you're gonna take your lining piece, the one with the pocket. I'm only making 2 pockets for the bag because I think the bag is already small to put so many pockets inside. Well, that's a lie. I'm just lazy to put more pockets in there. So you're gonna take this piece, you're gonna lay it here, and you're gonna take your zipper piece and you're gonna lay it right on top of it, both linings right sides together. And then you're gonna take your joining piece and you're gonna lay it right on top of it, and we're gonna sew only the one side, not both sides, just one. So we're just gonna put it in here and make a sandwich, or if you want to sew the lining first and then this on top, you could also do that. Just gonna clip this. It's a little funny how this looks, but it's, if you just look in the video just to see how I did it, it probably won't make sense, but once you have all your pieces with you, it's gonna be more clear. So I'm just gonna sew this around, and I'm also gonna tap stitch it. And when you tap stitch this, it's a little funny because you have the hole in here, so you can pull both fabrics down, so you don't have a gem zipper, like you don't want the big seam right here. So make sure you pulling it down so the bottom, the lining piece also looks good. Okay, so I'm just gonna sew this. Okay, so here I already sewed in the joining piece to the panel like I showed you. So you should have something like this. I also started closing some of the corners out. You could do all of them if you want. I just happen to have the light color thread on, and I just close all the lining pieces. I also installed my ring in here, or you could put it on top like the way Debby did it. So now what are we gonna do? We're just gonna take the remaining lining piece and we're gonna put it, lay it flat, and we're gonna put the other panel right on top of it, like this. And we're gonna take the remaining piece of the joining piece right above it and just kind of make a sandwich again. So I'm just gonna clip this for now just to show you the pieces you're working with. So it looks like crazy right now but just to guide you when you're working with the joining piece, just look at your corners. This is how I was gonna tell you that goes for the bottom and you gotta work with the top pieces. So it looks complicated right now, but we're getting there. It's all gonna come out. And yeah, it looks funny, but just hang in there. We're just gonna get it sewed in all along the side on the zipper. And we're almost done. Then we're just gonna close the bag. Okay, so here I already sewed in the other side, and I also top stitch it. So you're gonna end up with something like this. Just make sure when you're sewing the joining piece, that is right side out. Otherwise, it's gonna be a mess. And it's gonna be a lot of work to put apart. So now we just gotta pretty much just close the bag, and we're gonna take this piece right here. Pretty much you have, it's the same thing as you closing the one bag, the Clematis, like if you will make it just the one, but you're gonna have one on top of the other pretty much. So I'm just gonna try to clip this for you just to see what I'm talking about and kind of maybe make more sense. Let's see. And then when you're closing this, we're gonna leave an opening, which is gonna be one of the lining pieces. And we'll also, while you're doing this, make sure your zippers are open, like mine. I just forgot to open them. Let me see. Okay, the one is open. One is open and the other one wasn't. Okay, so just make sure you have both of your zippers open. And now you just kind of just take your linings pieces together. And I also already shadow my corners. I already close them out. And you're just gonna feel like you're closing corners forever. Just so many of them. But we're almost done. It's just a matter of closing all of these lining pieces. So this is what you got right here. Oh, okay. Okay, so one lining piece, one outer piece, and one other outer piece. So make sure you're leaving one of these lining pieces open. You could close the other one. We only need one, but just make sure you got your zipper open. And that's it. We're almost done, and we're just gonna close it, and we're gonna turn it inside out, and hopefully I did good. My other two, something was always wrong, and maybe this one is higher than the other side. I guess I might have to make more of this just to get it the right way. So that's it for now. Okay, so here I have the bag all closed. It's gonna get a little annoying how to do this size right here. I kind of just hand sewn just to secure it, because when you're sewing this, you have this on top and it gets a little tight in there. So just to secure my two pieces, I hand sewn just like 2 or 3 stitches just to keep it in place, and then I just sew it all around. I did it most for the outer pieces because those are the ones you see the most. For my lining pieces, I mean, I'll be honest, I really didn't care if it wasn't straight or not. I kind of just trimming around. I have both of my zippers open, and I left this opening. It's probably like around 4 inches. I mean, you guys are experts already making this bag, so I probably don't have to tell you that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and flip this baby out and see how it turned out. So it's gonna be a little tight. I might have to open my stitches a little bit because of the vinyl. Maybe with fabric it's a little easier, but it's a little hard. Hopefully I don't break any stitches out. Oh, you see I broke a stitch, but that's okay. It's the lining. Let's see the results of this. I hope it's good. If it's not, oh, I broke another stitch. If it's not, I guess I have to make it again. Let's see. I mean, this bag is not hard, it's just a little difficult, but it's pretty much the same as making the one. So just make sure you know you are following the video and not sewing anything incorrectly, because that would be a nightmare and a waste of a time. So here we go. This is my lining piece, and I'm gonna kind of fix the other side first, the one with the lining closed, and I could just stick my hand through the lining opening and just poke the corners out. Like, see, this is not good, but whatever, this one came out better. Let's see this size, maybe if my hand sewing helped to keep the places. The two ends right there, they're a little hard to put them in. And yeah, this is not looking so bad. I mean, probably would have came out better, but let me see. Okay. And there you have it, ladies. I hope this tutorial was nice and clear, and I hope it doesn't seem hard. And you see, I like this, that we have both zippers closing in the same direction. But pretty even, they're okay. I'm sure you guys are gonna do a better job than me, since you guys been sewing for longer time than me. This is the other one I also made. This came out a little bigger, I don't know why. I'm gonna give this to my mom because she likes the leather, and I use leather scraps to do this whole bag. So I'm just gonna take the strap from this one and put it on this one, and there you go. If you have any questions, just don't hesitate to ask me. Send me a message through Facebook or maybe here through YouTube, and I can't wait to see your nice creations. Happy sewing.